Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. You already know who it is. And today I am here with a special guest, my guy, Daniel. What's going
What's
on,
up?
man?
What's up, man? How's it going? You know what it is. Another day, another dollar. Football's in session. We got to get it
Yes, it
cracking. You
is.
know how it is. Get it
I,
back to the old days.
man, I'm so glad that football is back. You don't understand how I've been waiting so long for this, man, because the first two episodes without football, it was
You be
tough
trying
doing
to
the
trying to find something to talk about.
it's tough doing a sports show when ain't no sports going on right now. It's a little difficult in there. You start rambling about Kyle Shanahan for an hour and a half. It get a little it's different. It hits different.
And going into darkness like Aaron Rodgers, stuff like
Man,
that.
boy, I'm telling you, that's what it feels like. But football is back. Damn, the girl go
Yes,
crazy.
it is.
Football is back, man. And let's just start where the season started at. On a sad note.
Mm,
Obviously, we both have Chiefs gear on right now.
yeah.
And we'll just start there with the Chiefs, man. Like Thursday night did not go the guys' way. They took the L and took
Yeah.
the L in very sad fashion with what 5, 6, 7 I don't know how many. It was a lot of
It
drops.
was registered five drops, but I
Uh
counted about seven, eight that them receiver. As a receiver, you should catch those. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yep.
So even though NFL registered five, I registered about seven, eight.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. So to start off, I'll just ask you the question that's on the notes right here. Do you think the Chiefs will be okay this year after that poor performance? Do you think that the wide receivers can get back to some type of competent form and not just continue to be straight trash cans?
Honestly, I think the Chiefs is okay because before this game even started, our questions wasn't the Chiefs offense, it was the defense.
Right.
And the defense only gave up 14 points without Chris Jones.
That's true.
So we getting Chris Jones back. We don't know what Chris Jones is going to be, but it don't matter. You add him to that defense that only gave up 14 points to a high-powered Detroit offense that everybody was saying is going to come and
High
do
powered.
action this year. Yeah.
Now
So
to be fair, Jameson Williams wasn't out there. They're big outside deep threat. He wasn't out there. So
yeah, we
that
didn't have Travis. We didn't have Chris Jones. So tomato. They was
you're
missing
right.
one. We was missing two. So, but I do like the anomaly of seven drop passes in a game. Like they know what they need to do. We know
Mm-hmm.
we. So I think we'll bounce back. I already said we was gonna go 8-2 into our week 10 bye week. So I knew we was gonna drop two games. Did I know it was gonna be week one? No, I just knew it was gonna be two. So KT, he'll be okay. Like everybody on his head and things like that. He's gonna bounce back. Honestly, the Jags, this is a good game to bounce back from because the Jags last year was the first game he scored against. If everybody remember when he hopped down the sideline on one leg,
Yep, that's
that was the
true.
first game he broke out on. So I think the Jags will be a real good test for him. And it was in Jacksonville, which this year is in Jacksonville.
Yep.
So
Was that the
KT will
glove? The
be
glove game was before that, right?
uh that might have been the glove game.
Okay, because it was either that or the Niners game was the glove game. One of the two.
I can't. I got to go back and look, but I know he scored his first touchdown against Jacksonville because he hopped
Yeah.
down the
The how
sideline.
I
Yeah,
we
then he act like
need
his hamstring was hurting. So I
keep
think that
taking shots at the Giants, man, over and over.
yeah,
Jesus.
but I honestly think receivers they just I don't know if it's because the moment hit them like no Travis, it's all on us. Pat did what Pat was supposed to do. Pat did Pat
Hmm.
stuff. They just wasn't catching. What's the anomaly of your receivers dropping seven passes? We
It's
don't
yeah.
like. So
That's
I
that.
don't think.
That's a big gap between
Yeah,
any normal
and then
game
you
and what happened there. Yeah,
and then you think about it. We only lost by 1 point. Still, we
that's
had
the
ample
real
amount of
thing.
time to come back, win, and do things like that.
Mhm.
So doing all that stuff happening, and we still lose by 1 point. I think the season's okay. Everybody's going above their heads, saying like, "Oh my God, the Chiefs look horrible. No Travis, no Chris, and it's shit about to hit the fan." Like, calm down. Everything is okay. Like, KT would start catching. Rashid Rice caught a touchdown, so that'll probably boost his ego a little bit and things like
True.
that.
True.
We had our backup tight end. Was it Blake Bell catch the touchdown? Or was it Noah Gray?
It
I
was
can't
Blake
remember
Bell.
which one.
Blake
Blake
Bell.
Bell caught the touchdown. So Travis is about to get back in the mix a little bit. Chris Jones, you already know, he said he want to be. He got an incentive based contract now, so you know he's about to come back and go crazy. Like, or he just signed the worst contract of life. Either he go crazy or he just held out for no reason. So,
Mhm.
so I think
Before
we'd
we
be
get into
okay.
Chris Jones talk, I just want to my thoughts on the season. I have been worried since the offseason that this year would finally be the down year. Now, luckily for us and all the other Chiefs fans, a down year might mean making the playoffs, which is still
Right.
there's what how many is it 20 something 20 other teams damn near however many it is 16 other teams that would love to
Right.
just make the playoffs. So luckily for us, to me that's a down year. It's just making the playoffs. I think in the beginning of the year I had them losing 2 games the whole year also, but once we got a little closer I started to to worry a little with the Chris Jones stuff and the fact that we have a bunch of unknowns at receiver.
Yeah.
Darius
Wait,
Tony unknown, Rasheed Rice unknown, Sky Moore unknown. Even though they played last year and caught touchdowns in the Super Bowl, these are still our two best receivers right now are guys that we don't know what they could do.
right.
And starting off the year like that wasn't good. So I'm still in that mode of this year could be the year that we finally have a down year. The rest of the league can breathe a little bit, but that just means
But
we're
it,
gonna retool again. That's
but
it.
the thing about, well, so for one, I didn't have the Chiefs winning, just losing 2 games. I had them losing 4. I had them 13-4.
Ah,
I had us losing 2 going into our bye week is week 10, so I got them going 8-2 into the bye week.
okay, okay.
And so, but the thing about it is, it's kind of like a fresh start because all the people that we thought was going to be
Mhm.
our um our our nemesis for the 1 seed all lost. Bengals lost.
True.
Uh, Chargers
Bills,
lost. Bills lost. Like,
Eagles might have
so,
well have lost.
yeah, right. And then
Barely beat Mac Jones.
Ravens played the Texans, but they didn't look good.
Nah, yeah, and they lost
Lamar
Dobbins.
Lamar, and then they lost a lot of people. And Lamar
Yeah,
didn't look good in just a passing offense.
that's true.
If
You're right.
everybody watched that game, he had the less snaps, quarterback design runs that he's ever had, and he
Mm,
didn't look comfortable just sitting in the pocket trying to pass.
that's
So
we're in good
it's a
standing. That's what you're trying to tell me right now.
I'm
We're
basically saying like everybody, like we could go in 12-5. Even if we get the 2 seed, we still host a playoff game. And no matter whoever get the 1 seed might fold the 1 seed, and we might host the AFC Championship again because no telling who's gonna be the 1 seed. So
okay.
it's
So,
gonna be a
question for you. So, who do you
so,
have right now after week 1? Who do you imagine as the new 1 seed in the AFC if it's not the Chiefs for the first time in 5 years?
what I don't have one, to be perfectly honest. Like, if you want to just
Can
go
I
off
give
of
you
like
one real
who
quick?
won week one, give me one. What's up?
What's your thoughts on the Dolphins?
What's your thought on staying healthy the whole year?
That's a good question because
Because the Dolphins do look good, but do they defense look good? They also let the Chargers score 34.
yeah, but the Chargers are the Chargers. They're a high powered offense. They put up 30 damn near every week. So we can't hold it too harshly
Yeah,
against them that Justin Herbert went and did what Herbert does.
but one thing I can say about Andy Reid and Spags is either Spags is gonna be slick with his defensive if we because we play the Dolphins this year. So we never
That's
know if
true.
that's gonna be the call on the 1 seed for the division for the AFC or not like that. So they're gonna be ready. But one thing about but people don't understand is we're gonna go back and probably look at how Bill Belichick schemed against Tyreek because a lot of those games we played against Bill Belichick, what did he do? He took Tyreek out the game.
Yeah, which is
So
possible. That's the
which is
problem.
possible.
This is the problem I've been having with a lot of the Dolphins talk. Now, do they did week one? Did they look like the best offense in the league? Yes,
Of course.
easily.
Yeah.
Have they for the past year, even before Tyreek got there, damn near Tua was when he's healthy, looks like at a minimum a top 10 quarterback, right?
Right. Right.
Obviously, health is the problem. And I mean, he doing judo. Does that make you feel better? But besides that, you can take Tyreek out of the game. That to me is the one scary part. Obviously, as Chiefs fans, we've seen it a bunch of times. You can take Tyreek clean out of a game. You bracket him, you put a safety over the top every play, and every single play you double team because the guy is 5'8", right?
Right.
We're not talking about this isn't Calvin Johnson or Julio. We're not talking about somebody that can go get jump balls. We're talking about a guy who is at the max 5'10", but he himself said he was 5'8", 190 pounds.
Right.
This isn't like, so you can take Tyreek out of the game. That's the only thing that worries me about them. But then when I think about that, I also think, well, shit, you got Waddle. You can't take
Right.
both of them out of the game. So that to me, that's, and the fact that they got Mostert, and I forgot who they backup running back is, but he good too. The line is solid this year. As solid
It's
as they
solid
can. You know
enough.
what I mean? Like they're not
But
good.
you know Spags is gonna dial up some blitzes off them edges where it's gonna be like
Of
Tua's gonna
course.
have to first read, that's it. If it's
Why
not your first read,
I don't mean just us beating them. I just mean the Dolphins in general. I
but
see
is
them.
there's gonna be tape out there where coaches are gonna start figuring out like how to dial it.
Of
It's the
course.
first week, everything like it's gonna be some tape out there that coaches are gonna start dialing up like, okay, this is what his weak link is, and because one thing Tua can't do is which they try to say, I have 466 yards, yeah, but you still cannot throw deep. Short to
True.
intermediate is still Tua's go to.
He did have the one ball on the go route that was nice. He did have
Yeah,
that the
but
one that was the highlight reel to read.
yeah, but
But I know what you mean.
he's not a deep threat, as in like
Yeah, he not
push
Josh
come to shove,
Allen. Pat. Yeah, he's
Pat
not
Mahomes and
chucking
things
it
like
down the field.
he's short to intermediate. If you watch a lot of Tua tape,
Mhm.
it's gonna be drop back, first, second, third read, dump off,
Yeah.
somebody in the middle. There we
Yep.
go.
Screens, crossers, all that. Just shit in the middle of the field. But
Yeah.
but I still, hey, the defense was not terrible. I mean, I just think that if we're making the case after we won, who could be the number one seed in the
Oh
AFC,
yeah.
I think it's hands down
Yeah. Well, they
the
have to
Dolphins.
if you do the cases in like best number who had the best performance of week one, it goes to the Dolphins. It
Of
has
course.
to.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I ain't gonna try to sit here and act like no, they didn't. Yeah. And then probably second will go to the Cowboys.
Yeah. Now, don't get me started on the Cowboys. Don't get me started because I don't think the Giants are that good. That's the problem for me with the Cowboys. I don't think they're that good. I think Daniel Jones, I still don't understand how Daniel Jones got paid and he threw 10 touchdowns last year. I don't know. You start every game throw 10 touchdowns, it's a problem. I don't care how much you run.
Yeah,
Justin
I
Fields
know.
threw more touchdowns than Daniel Jones, and we question whether or not he could throw the ball. But we don't question. A lot of people just assume Daniel Jones will get better at throwing the ball. This is
I
fourth year in the
don't
league.
listen. I don't understand how he got $45 million a year. Good.
I don't
I don't have
either.
no question. Like, I can't even speak on Daniel Jones and how much he got because I'm just like, what are you? The Giants could use that money for so many other things. It's just like y'all couldn't win and got a quarterback for that. Like
Exactly.
I really think Trey Lance would probably do better in that offense than Daniel Jones with that, and he
I'm
would have been cheaper.
way cheaper. Now here's the question. So is the Cowboys win to you in your mind? Is the Cowboys win a symptom of them being that good and the defense being that good, or is it more of a symptom of the Giants are really bad?
Uh, can it be both?
Yeah,
Because the
sure.
Giants, yeah, I would say because
Yeah, of course.
the defense is good. You
Yeah,
got Parsons coming off the edge is always going to be a factor. It's just
yeah.
like nobody questions the 49ers defense and the Steelers defense when you got the edge coming out. Our defense is everybody always saying as soon as you got Chris Jones back, everybody's like that defense is did it. As soon as if you got one prolific player on your defense, they say your defense is good.
That's true.
So I think the defense for Dallas is Dallas defense. Dallas has always been
And to be
defense.
fair, they you got Diggs, Gilmore is there on the other side of Diggs now.
Yeah. So
Fill up the
you got a good
secondary.
defense,
Yeah,
but also you gotta think about division opponents.
true.
They also division opponents, but you also think about like the Giants is just. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted because Jalen Hurts just threw a pick.
I seen
But
that's why I made the face a minute ago because I seen that horrible
I'm
throw.
like,
Like,
why'd you do that?
man. Oh, by the way, the
After,
people listening, this is Thursday night. The game is on, so we'll be popping in and talking about certain stuff that we see in the game here and there, just in case you was wondering. But go ahead.
yeah, but Giants has never been like everybody had them as like, oh man, they could probably win the NFC East and get a wild card spot. I've never thought they was that good, especially with Daniel Jones at quarterback.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I really think he robbed the Giants. Like he's gonna retire real early and sit back and be like, I just got 45 million a year for 4 years, and then once they cut me after
To
year
run the
two,
ball.
it's yeah. Like, I got 45 million a year guarantee. After they cut me, I'm still gonna hit their cap for another 30, 35. So I'm good.
For
And then
years.
they're gonna be right back to being the New York Giants. So I don't think the Cowboys defense will be like that, like against more like better competition,
Better quarterbacks. Yeah.
better quarterbacks,
Really.
because they got and then they getting lucky because they got the Jets this week. So it's just like they're gonna look
Yeah.
even better against Zach
Yeah.
White. Because Zach Wilson. So who you rather have, Zach Wilson or Daniel Jones? I'd rather have Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
so, so just
Yeah.
like I
Because at
mean,
least Daniel Jones can like make things happen. Like Zach Wilson is just gonna run
he's just
right
going
and chuck it down the field
yeah.
every time. So yeah, yeah.
So just like now they're gonna look like the top defense, maybe the 85 Bears, like the Jets want to be. You never know. So it's just like
Nobody's gonna be there. I was looking to the camera. Nobody is going to be the 85 Bear this year. I'm sorry.
yeah.
This is not happening.
Well, and just like Nick Wright said earlier, they said the Jets want to be the Jets want to be the 85 Bears, but somehow they got to turn Breece Hall into Walter Payton.
Yeah. I mean,
Because that's who also was on that team.
Brees Hall looked like he gonna be back this year. At some point, he's gonna
He's
get
not
100%
Walter though.
healthy. No, he's not.
He ain't
Obviously, he's
Walter
not.
Payton.
Obviously, he's not Walter Payton. But he could be a high level running back this year.
No, I'm just saying he's bad, but I don't know,
Still,
man.
you're not the 85 Bears, and he's not Walter Payton. Yeah, let's stop that. That's not happening. Can't. Well, okay. Let me pose this question to you. We can talk about the Bills Jets here. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles. Everybody seen the sad shit.
Yeah.
The end of his season, possibly his career. But I personally still think that the Jets
No.
could be a solid team. Not good, not great, not Super Bowl, not playoffs, not a locked in playoff team, but still just a solid team. They went 7-10 last year. You don't think they could do that again?
This is a turnover riddle game, man. It's been 3 turnovers. The Vikings turned it over. Wow. Eagles turned it over. Then the Vikings gave it right back.
I
don't know what game I'm watching right now.
It's a Thursday. The Thursday night games. Let me do this too for the show. Stop doing this. All these Thursday night games on Prime have been terrible. This shit is cursed. Every single Thursday night game that has come on since last year has been hot garbage. I stayed up one night and watched the Colts Broncos game where it ended up being like 12-17. I don't even know how you score. I don't know how you get a score 12-17. Obviously, you kick field goals, but still, why the fuck is this prime time? These games. Now, to be fair for this, nobody coming into this year thought that the Eagles would be bad or even just mediocre, and nobody thought the Vikings would just look bad like they do. But this shit is cursed. Just stop.
Yeah,
Give it
this
back
is
to
horrible.
NBC or whatever the hell you got to do. But these prime games are cursed. It's terrible football every time.
Yeah, well, it's good for my fantasy because it look like the Eagles going field goal again, and I'm
Yeah, there
going
you
up.
go. Jake Elliott
That's
about to
the
have 70 points in fantasy. They about to score. They about to score 33 points on all field goals.
that's
Oh
tragic.
my
All
god.
right, but
What we talking
no,
about? Jets.
7-10 Jets. Do I see them squeaking seven? I gotta look at they schedule to see because seven. They luckily the Bills suck so bad with that first game that they luckily got that. Will they win again? I don't think they're going to beat anybody else in their division, so they might go 1-5 in their division. Just start there because I don't see them beating the Patriots. I don't see them beating Miami, and I don't see
Fair.
them beating the Bills again. And
Let
it's
me
gonna
pull up
be
their
at
schedule.
Buffalo. So that's 1-5 right there. So now
Mm.
we're talking about them squeezing six. So now they got what's that? 6 games.
Yeah.
They gotta squeeze another out of 11 games, another six. So they gotta go 6-5 out of the other 11
All right.
games.
Let me sell it to you. All right. So first 6 weeks, obviously Buffalo, they got the dub. They squeezed that one out. Dallas, probably a L, right?
Yeah, right.
Patriots, probably a
That's
L, but that's doable. You can get in a rock fight with the Patriots and win with just some lucky
Bill
shit.
Belichick not losing to Zach Wilson.
But boy, your boy just missed a field goal. Your boy Jay Elliott just missed it.
Do I lose points on that?
I don't know. But hold on, let's go through this. Let's go through this. Dallas is probably L. Patriots is a debatable. Chiefs, you losing that game. Denver, you could win that game. So now if we at 2-2? No, wait, 2-3, because I'm just gonna chalk the Patriots as a loss, but you could easily be 3-2. Philly, the way it look right now, that's a possible. All
But
you
we
got to
talk,
do is not turn it over.
but you talking about Zach Wilson
But
though.
all we're at now with Rodgers
I'm looking
out,
at the quarter. Now I'm looking at the quarterbacks, as in like quarterback matchup, like who's
yeah.
gonna fold and who's not. Zach Wilson is probably one of the most he gonna fold quarterback in the league.
But my whole vision of this is all Zach Wilson has to do is not turn the ball over.
Okay.
And you could beat Denver. You can beat Denver that way. You could beat the Patriots that way. Now, hold on. This is what happened. They come out the bye week and play the Giants. You could beat the Giants that way. You're not beating the Chargers that way.
No.
You could beat the Raiders that way, though. You can their schedule coming out of the bye week is at Giants, Chargers, at Raiders.
I'm telling you
at
this
Buffalo.
right now. I'm telling you this right now. After that bye week, I'm during the bye week, they'll probably end up signing Jameis Winston, getting a trade for Jameis Winston, getting a trade for Davis Mills,
Black Josh Allen.
Yeah. Wait, somebody, anybody better than Davis Mills?
Okay,
like,
but then you proving my point then, because even if you bring in a better quarterback, you're definitely. I'm looking at it right now. It's for sure him. 7 wins. There's 7 wins here. Both, because they're gonna play the same way regardless. And I understand the Zach Wilson,
but they have pieces.
I understand it.
I don't hate him. It's just I don't think he's good.
No, I understand that, but there's a lot of quarterbacks that aren't good. Daniel Jones is not good. They won like 10 or whatever 9-10 games last year. I think the way
did they win 9 games last year?
They won something like that.
9-8.
They was 9-8, 8-9, 10-7, somewhere around there. I can look it up. Let me look it up. But I think the way the team is constructed, if the defense can just hold teams to not scoring 30. They can go out there and score 20. I think even with Zach Wilson, they can go score
No.
20. This ain't the
I
Broncos
don't.
with
I don't
washed
think they can
Russell
score
Wilson.
20. I think they're average like 13, 13 points a game. Like I don't think Zach Wilson gonna go out there and light the board up. Like you see the pass to Garrett Wilson, he literally had to make a magical catch to score a touchdown.
True, because he threw it
Like
inside when he should have threw it
ball
outside.
placement is horrible. As in,
Yes.
like I don't. It's just some
I
people
understand.
just.
This is just
What is
my
what is
weird
going on?
opinion. They went 9-7-1, by the way. His Eagles game. But I think without Rodgers, I think with Rodgers, the Jets were a lock for a playoff team, especially after
11
seeing it last week.
they was 11-6 with Rodgers. Rodgers didn't even look good his first 4 plays
yeah.
before he got hurt. Like,
but I think I think the way everything is right now, there's so many high-powered offenses with top quarterbacks. I think you can basically eliminate a lot of these quarterbacks going crazy, maybe outside of Mahomes. You can put all these guys in a bind just by playing good defense, running the ball. I don't think if you give somebody like Tua, I don't think if you give him, hey, okay, last week you got 47 attempts to go out there and get all your yards. This week you got 25, because that's how many times you're gonna get the ball. You get to throw the ball 25 times today, and you got to go score 24 basically. Good luck. I think they can win a lot of games that way. I think they could win 7-8 games that way. The same thing they did last year with Chris Streveler, Mike White. You don't think Zach Wilson got even
Mike
a
White's
sliver better?
No, Mike White's better than Zach Wilson. I'm sorry.
I'll concede.
Hence why. Yeah,
I get it.
I think Mike White is better. But the thing about it is, it's just like Zach Wilson's the type of quarterback, as in like you can rush 4 and then drop everybody, and he'll still fold somehow. Just like he's just and it's too many people back there. He ain't gonna know what to do.
Yeah,
it's like too. And then if you blitz
bad.
him, my lord, what if you blitz him? He's just going. I just don't understand. He's just like he's like under pressure.
If I'm the coach, hey, I'm Robert Saleh right now. You finna throw the ball 15 times. That's it. We throwing the ball only on 3rd down, and hopefully it's 3rd and 2, and we can throw a screen to Dalvin Cook, or we can just do something silly, do some RPO shit and throw it to Garrett Wilson, and just pray that you don't throw the ball away and do a Josh Allen impersonation. That's what I'm.
Did you not see Robert Saleh's face once Aaron Rodgers got hurt? It's just like he was like, yeah, sick, like no expression, just like yeah. My I think my season's over. Nathaniel Hackett is probably looking
my
job's over.
Like, it's over with.
It's like, and then Aaron Rodgers making some cryptic Instagram post saying to the darkness and all this other stuff, like I'll be back.
Shall rise again.
Bro, you're 40 with an Achilles injury. Retire, buddy. Like, I'm sorry, just retire. Like, I wouldn't want my brother coming out there, or my father, anybody like that, like off of Achilles injury, like going back to play tackle football.
If Kobe couldn't do it, Kobe at 35 couldn't come back from the Achilles. He averaged like 14 points the next year or whatever. Or did he retire after? No, that was the next year.
No, yeah, the next year he did.
Yeah, so he came back and looked kind of washed.
And then, Aaron Rodgers is all improv, as in like if something break down, he was the first quarterback everybody thought fell in love with, like off schedule throwing and stuff. Well, can he do that? And everybody's like, it's not his planting leg, so he should be good. It don't matter. He's a
your left leg matters. Your left ankle matters when you
especially when you're 40.
Especially when you're 40. And you ain't got the same arm strength to just flick it 50 yards. You're gonna have to put some hips into it.
Yeah, so what the Jets need to do is tank. I ain't saying for Caleb Williams, but they also said it's like 7 quarterbacks coming out this year.
Yeah,
don't get one of them.
Caleb, Shador could come out. Michael Penix, Drake
Bo Nix.
It's a lot of
Bo
quarterbacks.
Nix is trash. I don't think Bo Nix should go in the first, but Bo Nix is coming out.
Is Bo Nix a 4 or 5 year senior?
My boy from Texas, Bo Nix is he's about
he a 5-year senior.
Yeah, he got my boy from Texas,
Quinn Ewers. Man. Quinn Ewers look nice, but is he small? Because that's what I just was wondering that
He about
earlier
he
today.
195. He about like
Is he
six
6'1"?
3, 6 something 195.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know.
a
He throwing
little
the worthy, so we all good.
6'2", 195. That's not bad. That's that's
It's an
regular
average
size.
size.
That's
Yeah.
Zach Wilson size.
Yeah. Yeah, he's better than Zach Wilson, but
Oh yeah, definitely. But so since we're speaking of Rodgers, did you watch the Packers Bears game at all?
no, I did not. I'm not gonna hold you on it. I did not watch it, even though Justin Fields is my quarterback on my fantasy.
You ain't
Uh,
see no highlights, or you just seen the stats and was like, nah, fuck this nigga, bro.
yeah,
I don't give a
no,
fuck.
no, because I really didn't even want. I didn't. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't even want Justin Fields. It's just I missed my first 2 rounds of fantasy, and by the time I
Oh,
looked at it, man, they
you was
gave
already
me
fucked up.
they gave me Tony Pollard and Saquon for my first 2 picks. I'm like, why'd y'all give me 2 running backs?
Because that was the spot. That was the spot you was at.
So I was just like, shit. So,
Yeah, that's
but
tough. No
I seen that
receiver.
Jordan Love dropped 38 on them though.
Yeah, I mean
Even
it.
though they did have a pick six involved in it.
Yeah,
But I heard Justin Fields only had like 2 deep passes and like 2 design quarterback runs in the whole game.
yeah.
So I'm just like, ooh, what's going on with the Bears? Like you got all these pieces with DJ Moore and Claypool, and then you went and got a right tackle, and you got Dante Form with DeJounte Foreman. Like the
Hmm.
offense should be rolling right now, right?
Should be, but you got a guy back there that I mean, to to be fair to Justin Fields, they didn't really call a lot of plays that called for him to throw the ball deep. But I don't know if he is necessarily even comfortable. Whatever it is, at the least, the offense, like the coordinators and the coach, don't believe in him throwing the ball deep because they was down 20 points, something like that, and they was still just doing screens and running the ball on first down, and it you could definitely see there was a
Mm.
lack of confidence from the coaches in Justin Fields. Like they didn't trust him to do anything. But the sad part is it was kind of the same thing for Jordan Love too, but his players just executed. It was
His
a lot of screens. Like they had his big play, it was like a 40-yard screen to Aaron Jones. So
is
without
that the one he tweaked his hamstring on?
I think so, yeah, the big run. And but if you take that out, Jordan Love just had a regular game. Like what he didn't really go crazy. But I
But
just
they
think
did. But the thing about it is, playmaker. When you got quarterbacks like Justin Fields and Jordan Love, playmakers, the people around them got to understand that playmakers got to be playmakers.
yes.
So it's just like his playmakers did what he was
Chase
supposed to.
Claypool.
Ain't
Have
been
you
the
seen the
same.
memes? It's so
Mm-mm.
many memes and videos of Claypool going around right now. It's embarrassing. That man is out there just acting like he don't even want to play football no more. He want to be a basketball player. He want to do anything but be hit, touch somebody else with football pads on. He don't even want to be out there touching other people. Like it was sad. Just go
Well,
to Twitter, look up Chase Claypool, and you just gonna see 1,000 videos of him just not blocking and giving
yeah.
minimal
Well, you
effort.
lose motivation when you play for the Bears.
That's
Like
fair.
the Bears, I haven't seen the Bears been good since they went to the Super Bowl when I was in like the 8th grade. What was that when they played
Oh
the Colts in
06.
the Super Bowl? Like in
Yeah,
like oh
Devin
six oh
Hester.
seven. Yeah, like it's like I haven't seen the Bears been that good. And their quarterback was Cal Orton, maybe?
What Rex Grossman.
Rex Grossman. There we go. It's like one of the two. So it's just like
Ooh.
and that's when they had Brandon Marshall, wasn't it?
Yes. Or
No,
no,
that would
no,
think
that's
Brandon Marshall came
afterwards.
after that. Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't have
but it's
nobody.
no,
I
but
don't
they
even
had
know
a
how
good
they made it. The
defense.
defense.
Brian
Brian
Urlacher.
Urlacher was still there.
There we
Yep.
go. That was Urlacher defense.
Yep.
So it's just
Yep.
like,
God,
but
15, 17 years later, bro, and the NFC is still the defensive conference. The AFC is still the offensive conference. What the hell happened?
but it's just like yeah, it's losing hope because there's no reason why with those off it put any other quarterback that loves to throw on that
Yeah.
offense and it's going crazy. DJ Moore,
Yeah.
like
Mooney.
Claypool, like,
Khalil Herbert
Looney.
is nice. If he get in the open field, he nice.
So
Yeah,
it's just
it's a lot of
like
weapons. It's enough weapons that Justin Fields should
what
feel
what they need
comfortable
to
throwing
do
the
is
ball around.
call Justin Fields coach and OC from Ohio State and say, what did y'all do to make this man comfortable?
Throw
Because
throw it to like number one pick receivers, first round wide receivers everywhere. You ain't got all
a
those
lot,
that
you got
same
to throw it
talent.
to Olave and Marvin Harrison Jr. and all
Exactly.
those other type of
I'm
people.
about to say the offense was throw it to Chris Olave, throw it to Marvin Harrison Jr. Every play, just throw it as deep as you can. That's all you got to do.
Old boy from the Jets went to Ohio State too, Garrett Wilson.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, come on now. But the whole reason I brought that up is because I've seen a lot of people talking about just Jordan Love. Like Jordan Love looked cool. It wasn't great. It was good watching it. Some of the stuff back, I realized that he didn't have to do nothing. He didn't get touched. He basically didn't get touched the whole game. That's how good the line was.
It's a
He
good
didn't.
line now.
He felt zero pressure. There was a play. This is how little pressure there was on him. There was a play where he dropped the ball. He bounced the ball off the fucking ground, picked it up, looked like patted the ball a couple times and chucked it. You know how crazy that is? And it was a bootleg. That's the other part.
Well, is that a sediment of how good his line is, or
He
how
didn't get
horrible that
touched.
D line is?
Nah,
Like, is
it's the offensive line because that offensive line been good for a couple years with Bakhtiari and all them.
Bakhtiari and
Yeah,
all
they've
them?
been
Yeah,
good, but it's just like that's how crazy it is that on a bootleg you drop the ball, like bounce it off the ground, pick it back up. Don't keep doing the boot. You stop. The whole line then moved. You stop, stand there, pat the ball, and I'm pretty sure he threw a fucking touchdown off of that. Like the line is elite. That's to me, that's the main thing is look at the difference between somebody where this franchise is just a successful franchise that knows how to win and knows what they're doing, and then the Bears.
yeah.
Because there's no way you could tell me
Okay,
there's no way
so
you could tell me Jordan Love's more talented than Justin Fields is. I can't believe
no,
that.
no, but also it's about like, do your coaching staff have trust in you as
Yeah.
well? Because it's just like he's like, what y'all traded a then if I'm not mistaken, didn't they trade? They
But
traded their number one pick for DJ Moore.
yeah, I
So which
think
means
so.
like you traded your number one pick to get a receiver for
Yeah.
your quarterback, which means like use the receiver. I don't care, bro. If I was the coach and I traded my number one pick for a receiver for my quarterback,
Throw the
DJ
ball.
Moore is getting a couple passes down the
Throw the
field,
ball.
regardless if he got separation or not.
You getting 15 of these fucking 30
He
targets.
he's yeah, he's getting 10 to 12 target, 10
Yeah.
to 15 targets a
That's why I
game.
say you
Like,
getting 15. We traded the number one pick for you. You getting half these fucking targets. You better do something
yeah,
with it.
bro, like do something, like get separation, try to do
Mm-hmm.
something, like be that receiver that we think you a number one receiver. Like, cause we could use his number one receiver for any, I mean, number one pick for anything.
Yeah. Now, can
So
I throw
like,
something out there real quick?
what's up?
To be fair to Justin Fields, this is the other side of that same thing, the organizational, like, I don't know, maturity or just ability, just from the entire organization being good. The fact that they drafted Jordan Love, he been sitting for 3 years.
Right.
Justin Fields got thrown out there immediately, and they said, "Hey, go be a superhero. Go every play. We need you to go out there and be the man and save this whole franchise
But the
from
thing
being
about it,
bad." Versus,
good,
hey, just sit there and just learn, and eventually, in a few years, you'll play, and there's no pressure on you because nobody thinks you're going to be good anyways.
but the difference is with that is Jordan Love sat behind a Hall of Fame quarterback. Justin
Yeah,
Fields sat behind
nobody.
Mitch
He
Trubisky,
he got
and
yeah
then also same ownership, different coaching staff. Matt Nagy was his coach when he first started.
yeah
Different offensive coordinator. I think it's different defensive coordinator too. Matt
yeah.
Nagy's with the Chiefs now, which he should have been with the Chiefs. He should never even took that head coaching job. He should have been with us since the get go.
Man,
So
was that fresh off the
he
losing the Super Bowl?
that was
Fresh off winning the Super Bowl?
yeah.
Because that would have been
Because I
nah.
think
Because
Doug Peterson left first, and
I
then
got
Matt
the
Nagy
whole
left second.
I got a whole computer right here. Let me go ahead and just
I think Doug Peterson left and went to the Eagles and won the Super Bowl first because he was our OC first, and then Matt Nagy got.
let's
They
see.
both left after good seasons. Let's put it like that. Off my memory, I can't really remember back in 2019, 18.
As a coach, he was nah. Come on, bro. That's 2017. He they picked him up before we even got Pat. So
Alex
that
Smith.
it was Alex Smith.
There was the Alex Smith years, and then
Okay,
Doug Peterson came in 18. Because
had to be
remember, Doug
yeah.
Peterson was our OC and had to be 18. Yeah, after the first year with Pat, after the loss to the Patriots in the AFC Championship.
You sure? You sure it wasn't
Yeah,
just be? I'm pretty sure it's just been enemy this whole time. I think Doug Peterson was before that too.
nah,
Yeah, 2015.
Lord,
He was the yeah, he was the Eagles head coach in 2016. Because remember they went and won the Super Bowl. He was there for a couple years. He turned it
because
around from
everybody,
Chip
yeah,
Kelly.
yeah, because everybody was like, oh, Alex, because Alex Smith came in what 12.
12, yep. And it was
Yeah,
Doug
so everybody's
Peterson and
like,
Matt
our
Nagy.
offense is so crazy. We need they OCs and all this and all that.
Yep. And then look. I mean, Doug Peterson went and got a Super
Oh,
Bowl.
he's
So
still going crazy. He doing wonders down in Jacksonville.
yeah.
Wonders. Like
Trevor
I love
Lawrence, that's not even
I
fair,
love
bro.
Jacksonville. Like Trevor Lawrence is crazy. Like he just sits in the pocket and just so poised and he just throws the ball. Like
But to
just
go
crazy.
to end what we was talking, does that go to kind of to the it's almost Trevor Lawrence is almost the opposite of the point I was making, which kind of is like, is Justin Fields just bad? Because then you have Trevor Lawrence who did just get thrown in there, and he played bad his first year, but he came back
Well, he played
and now
bad his
he
first year because Urban Meyer was out in clubs getting twerked on at the bar and stuff.
grabbing butt
Like
cheeks. Urban Meyer, you dirty old man, out there grabbing butt cheeks at college bars like a sicko. What are you doing,
after
man?
losing, like
And
it's
he's good
crazy.
on game day. I watched him in the Colorado game. He on Fox doing the college games. Ah, you sick old man.
But you
Fox just be
lose it.
hiring everybody, boy. What
You lose a game, go to the bar and go start grabbing on butt cheeks. It's crazy, bro. Like have some
crazy.
type of
Come on, man.
decency after taking L's with Jackson. Like
And there was
yeah.
something else that happened that I can't remember, but there was some other weird shenanigans going on
I
too.
mean, that's Andy Reid's tree though, man. Andy Reid tree go crazy.
Andy Reid
So
just too he let everybody just do whatever they want too much. Ah
I
man.
mean, sometimes yeah. I don't know. But no, Justin, I don't think he's
It's tough. It's tough.
I don't think
That's why I
he's
brought him up
bad.
because he's one of those enigma type players where I don't know what to think. If you tell me he can still be good, I'll be like, yeah. If you tell me that his career is over and he'll be out next year, I'll be like, yeah, you're right. I don't know what the fuck to
You
feel
know
no
what?
more.
I do. Okay, so you know, I really think if Greg Roman was his offensive coordinator, he'll be good.
Yeah,
Which
I can see
was
that with the Lamar
Lamar.
offense,
I
a
think
lot
he'll be
of
good
read
because it's
option and
read options, runs, and things like that. It's not
yeah,
like it's not an offense to where it's scheduled runs. It is scheduled runs, but it's like
but you
if
get
I
the
don't run, I
choice.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then I got tight end heavy, not too many receivers I got to rely on,
yeah,
and things on
short,
that nature.
short stuff, short in the middle of the field shit. Yeah, I can see that. But who's a tight end?
It's a good question.
Exactly.
The Bears
That's
tight end.
yeah, that's the
Uh,
problem. Like it's you got and then the real question is DJ Moore is he even really that good? Like is DJ Moore that good where he's a real number one? You could add Calvin Ridley, and how would that been right now?
not the same because it's
What?
not.
Did you see the
Not
Jags game?
I know Cameron, but it's just like because you got a quarterback and an OC who don't dial nothing up.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because DJ Moore was good with the Panthers and well,
Yeah.
and they was just throwing the ball up.
And
He was just like,
he
I
had
go get it.
PJ Walker and fucking he had Baker Mayfield.
He had 3 quarterbacks that year.
So you're right. You're right.
Like, so
You're right.
that's why everybody thought the Bears was gonna be nice, because he actually got a quarterback. Then he got Claypool at the number 2. Then he got a running back, and he got all types of. So it's just like,
And it's time.
what is it?
Just lack of trust. That's the only thing. Every time I do this in my head, where I think, what is wrong with Justin Fields? It's either he can't throw, and the coaches know and believe he can't throw, or it's just they just doing this to themselves. It's just coaching. It's just bad coaching. It can only be the two things where it's either just all him and the coaches know like this guy is so bad. We can't ask him to throw 15 yards down the field. Like we can't even embarrass him by asking him to do that on a Sunday morning. Like he's either that bad or the coaches are just so dumb that they don't understand. Like you have to let him go out there and do that shit at some point. If he can do it and you've seen him do it, you have to allow him. I made this point on one of the last couple episodes where I was talking about Shedeur, and I was like, look at how this goes when you put a kid out there and just let it rip. Like they
just let it.
Yeah, they put Shedeur out there and letting him throw it 40 times. And if you fuck up, you fuck up, bro. It's cool.
And
I'm your daddy. I'm gonna let you keep going.
I didn't have no. I didn't, and I was one of the, and I can say this right now, and I'm biting my foot because I said Shedeur wasn't gonna be a good Power 5 quarterback.
I
was one of the one. I watched
him
at Jackson State. I said, why would somebody who couldn't even light up Jackson State come in the Power 5 and think they about to light it up?
Yeah,
I bit my foot.
You was wrong.
He's out there. I was wrong.
Well, to be fair, we're gonna find out. Let's talk about Colorado right now, right? They went in there and did the fool on Nebraska. But have you seen the rest of their schedule?
Colorado State gonna wipe USC, Oregon,
Utah,
Oregon, then USC, then Utah, then it's the Pac-12, so they're gonna have some Pac-12 people. But I don't think they're gonna be no like scrapes. Like it's gonna be. I think they're gonna fight everybody real hard. They lose to USC. Oregon don't look too good this year.
Yeah, I didn't see Oregon.
Oregon don't look too good this year. They can probably scrape Oregon, and then I ain't saying they're gonna like beat them bad, but I think they can scrape away a win by probably 6 points with Oregon. So if the odds is if Oregon odds is minus 6, I would take the odds +6 with Colorado. But me being a betting man.
This is crazy. I can't believe that the Pac-12 is going away. When you look at the teams right now that they have, how the fuck did they drop the ball like this?
At this point, they care more about money than traveling, because now some of y'all gonna be traveling to the East Coast.
Yeah,
like,
but
it blows
it's
my
not
mind.
even about the money. Well, I guess it is about the money, but how did they not secure their own deal? Because look how it is right now. USC, UCLA, Oregon State is ranked. Washington State somehow is ranked. Utah is ranked. Oregon. And then Colorado.
Yeah. And then half of them going to be gone next year.
That's more than half your conference is ranked right now. And then the whole conference will be gone next year. How did they even allow this to happen? Like, this is, in my mind, because I'm sitting here thinking about it, is this the best the Pac-12 has ever been? Like in our lifetime, I can't remember a time where the Pac-12 was this good.
Because USC, Stanford, Oregon, Oregon
State,
never
been good at the same time.
Yes, they have.
When USC was dominant, it wasn't Oregon wasn't doing nothing.
Stanford, you got to think they do top 25.
Now I'm just talking about outside of just purely being ranked. They all really over the past 20 years, they all had different eras. Like Stanford had their own the Andrew Luck era. And
but USC was ranked. USC had during that Andrew Luck era, USC was ranked top 10, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oregon was ranked top 15.
See, that's the one. Are you sure Oregon was good in 2010?
And that's when Oregon State had Brandon Cooks, so they was ranked. Oregon in 2000, because in 2010 Oregon had Marcus Mariota, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was early. That was
Or
like
no, he was
oh
probably sitting. He probably wasn't even. He was still sitting by then because he came out in 12, so he would have been he probably would have been a freshman or a sophomore then.
he started his freshman year though.
Okay. Well then, yeah, he would have had to been. Oh, that's
So I was
right. But yeah, but either way, how did they drop the ball, man? This don't even make sense. And like this
Pac
shit.
12 was probably I thought the Big 12 was gonna die before the Pac 12. Let's put it like
Oh,
that.
hands down,
Because half of
hands
them is leaving, like
down.
Texas, Oklahoma, and was it Texas Tech is leaving in
Yep,
2025
yep.
to
Going to
the
the
SEC.
SEC. Don't even make sense.
And
It
where
makes no
Kansas gonna
sense.
go?
Kansas somehow Kansas is staying in the Big 12. Tell me how that make any sense. Colorado is coming to the Big 12.
Out of the Pac 12.
What like imagine you the Pac-12, you running the Pac-12 and you just like you ain't even making the effort. They I think they had like an Apple TV deal. They had all these deals on the table and didn't take it. They made the Pac-12
Well,
network and the shit bombed and now you have the best conference in college football and you just like, yeah, next year all this shit gonna be gone.
what's killing that's what I'm saying what's killing me is US was it Stanford going to the ACC
And Stanford and Cal going to the ACC.
and it's one more. Stanford, Cal and
I don't know.
somebody else, but it's just like y'all going all the way to the East Coast because the ACC is Clemson, Florida
Yeah.
State, and everything. So now all y'all games is gonna be. I don't understand that. It's just like y'all talk about fly time for these kids and things like that. So now y'all gonna fly to the East and
It don't make any sense,
it
bro.
don't-
They
it
fucked
don't.
it up. You had like that's what I mean. Right now, you have the best conference in the
Why
whole
don't they just keep it
country
region wide?
because all that shit is dead now. The SEC and the Big Ten,
Ooh, good catch, boy. Oh, he fumbled that shit out the end zone,
shit,
didn't he?
they count them.
Oh, they counted. It looked like he
They
fumbled
said
out the end
he in,
zone.
yeah. Wow.
They saying
Justin
he in.
Jefferson. Yeah, they saying he in that he caught that.
Yeah, no. I'm saying he cut it, but it looked like he fumbled out the end zone.
Nah, they count. They said they calling it a catch on the field right now. Oh, Justin Jefferson just it's the catch at the 1 yard line. Like, oh my God. Oh,
See, told you.
yeah, I didn't even
That's a
see.
fumble. That's a fumble out the end zone.
Oh, it just gotta be go out. Yeah, that's out the end zone. Yeah, that's gotta be. That has to be.
That's a fumble out the end zone. That's a touchback.
Yeah, we need to see the pylon cam.
That's a
That's
fumble.
crazy. This is such a. I told you, Thursday night games is cursed, bro. These Thursday night games are cursed. This shit is crazy, bro. The only somehow, but look, the Chiefs Lions was a good game, but it wasn't on Prime.
It was a good game for the Lions because
It
we
it was on
stunk that shit up.
NBC. It didn't have the prime curse on it. It was still overall a good game. Like if it wasn't the Chiefs, I wouldn't have been. That would have been a good game to watch because it was close the whole game. But this shit, I don't know. This is close too, but it's just like bad
It
football.
was
Shit.
four fumbles,
Yeah.
a pick and three fumbles in this game in the first half.
Oh. Oh man. Yeah, this shit is getting crazy. So since we talking about this game, we'll just get into our week 2 picks. We can go through these and we can go through some of these real quick and just give some little quick thoughts on what we think about these upcoming games this next weekend.
Yeah.
Obviously, right now is the Vikings versus the Eagles on a Thursday night game. And I don't know. And when this come out, we not going by the time we done with this, like we'll be done here soon. The game will still be going on. So whatever we say here, you gotta take it with
It's
a grain of
locked.
salt. Yeah, like you gotta take it with a grain of salt. I don't even know if I can make a pick here for this game because this shit has been so bad. It's
I
whoever
want to
just
leave.
stop being terrible.
who,
That's sad.
who could stop giving each other the ball the
Yeah,
most?
like
Like,
who can just stop
but
Josh
if I had
Allen?
to, if I had to give it, I'm going Eagles
I
by
want to
3.
too. I have a little money on it, by the way. That's why I would like the Eagles to win.
I'm going Eagles, even though they defense and offense not looking. But I think somehow
And I
they
got a
got some
theory
type of
too.
what's that?
I got a theory here that I think, don't hold me to this. You know what I mean? I'm not on ESPN. I'm not a journalist. I don't know shit. I don't know nobody, but I think it's very possible that Kirk Cousins could be gone after this season.
Like
I'm pretty sure.
retired?
Nah, he not coming back to the Vikings. And I think it's possible that the Vikings might tank here a little bit. That we could be
Well,
looking at a 2-6 team here in the next 2 months or so.
how about this?
And
Another theory: Kirk
mhm,
Cousins gone from the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers don't come back. He going to the Jets.
hello. In the words of Snoop Dogg, hello. Or the other option is, and this sound crazy, but he goes to the 49ers. Now, I know it don't make sense because they
Nah,
got Purdy, but hear me out. It would be cheaper to bring in Kirk Cousins than it would be to pay Purdy in a couple years. This is a wild
no,
conspiracy
because I don't
theory.
think that one. I don't think Purdy is going to demand a lot of money because he's not like a top quarterback. He's just more like a he's Purdy.
His
Purdy more
numbers is
like a
top quarterback though.
30. Yeah, but I wouldn't pay Purdy 40 million. I'm probably give him like 30 and call it a day if
They
he keeps on the same thing.
you think his agents walk into a room and are okay with getting paid less than Daniel
I'm not
Jones?
a I'm not a quarterback wins guy though. I'm more
But
of a if you
the
put
stats is
Purdy on
there.
a yeah, but if you put Purdy on a team where his defense is not good, who is he?
That's the real we don't know. That's the real question. We really
Because
don't know.
Pat went to the AFC Championship with a 31st ranked defense
And a bad O
and went
line. Yeah.
and went to overtime
Average.
and lost to the Patriots.
Yeah.
So
But
he
obviously
not
not
doing.
Pat. Nobody's Pat. We can't compare people
But
to
I'm
Pat.
just
He on a
saying,
different level.
like sometimes if you're a top quarterback, you got to withstand horrible production from the defense and things like that.
That's
Like
true.
Purdy has never played with a defense that gave up 30 plus points and has to match the other team, like score drive for drive with a team. Like I like Purdy, don't get me wrong, I like his story, but I don't think he like that.
But I just think it's something there. Just think about it. 'Cause Kyle Shanahan, who was the offensive coordinator that was there in the room, whose father drafted Kirk Cousins, who also, when they got the job as the head coach, had the plan of tanking and bringing in Kirk Cousins at the quarterback so they didn't have to use a
Yeah,
pick.
but that was also the same dad that drafted the same organization that did RG3 and the next round did Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. But
Horrible.
look, well, no, fourth round. Kirk Cousins was fourth round or third round pick.
Yeah,
But
because
still,
RG3 was first, and then
yeah.
the owner drafted who he wanted, then the coach drafted who he wanted,
And
and then
look,
now you got two rookie quarterbacks coming in at the same time.
now, did you know that Kyle Shanahan, because I did that whole Kyle Shanahan episode like 2 weeks ago, did you know that the 49ers, their plan after Kyle Shanahan's first year, their plan was to go get Kirk Cousins. But they started off 0-8. And that's when they traded for Garoppolo, and he can't turn the whole team around, and the rest is history. But Kirk
Hmm.
Cousins is Shanahan's guy. That is his quarterback. He brought him in, made him who he is to where he got this deal with the Vikings. And I can see where if there's some tension with Jefferson and Kirk Cousins, I can see a world where, hey, let's go ahead and shut everybody down. We gonna shut this whole thing down and be in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes, because Caleb Williams to Justin Jefferson is electric. You want to be in the mix, that's it.
That's
That's how
if
you do it.
that's if Justin Jefferson want to be a Viking.
And look who their other receiver is.
Addison,
Addison. Where did Addison go to school at?
USC.
See, hey, it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit here. Hey, this is my wacky conspiracy.
Wagon. I think Kirk go to the Vikings. If anything, he goes Kirk to the Jets or to the Bucks.
I can see it. I can see that too. That's my wild.
I
Nobody
know that
is
that
gonna
may
see it
actually make
coming. Shit.
sense.
There's a
Go
lot of.
ahead and
It's too many
go ahead
layers
and
there.
put that on point, and then if it happened, you be the first one to say it.
Right, right. It's too. It's just too many layers to this whole thing that it make too much sense. But
Yeah,
so you got Eagles. I'm gonna go
Eagles
ahead and
by
say
3.
Eagles. I'm gonna say Eagles by a touchdown because I got money on it. But so next game up is Packers at Falcons.
Packers
Ah,
easily. I got Packers on that.
what? You
Uh,
got the Packers easily?
even though my boy Bijan from the Hook 'em Horns is on there,
I
I
just
got Packers by 7.
Packers by 7. Okay. I'm gonna go Atlanta by 1 point. Just they barely fucking scrape by. Just barely scrape by. Because I think the Atlanta defense is probably it's definitely better than Chicago. I think it's
I
gonna
don't
give them
have too much
trouble.
trust in Desmond Ritter yet. I just don't. I
Oh
don't.
yeah, I get that.
Bijan is have to be Bijan like Texas Bijan for him to get off. So going Packers by 7.
Okay. So next game we got is Raiders at Buffalo.
I want Buffalo to win because one, I got them winning the division, so I need to
Okay.
get my money worse. And then two, they in Raiders is in our division, so.
Let's see.
But
My
is
pick.
Josh Allen gonna be Josh Allen?
Here's my pick. Right. I got Buffalo by 3. I think it's a close game. I think Josh Allen is scared to try anything serious, and they just
Yeah,
beat them just barely, basically off just pure. We're better than you, but we're not even trying.
yeah.
So
I got
we're
Buffalo
gonna
in
keep it
that too.
close.
I got so because the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken, won their first game, right?
Yeah, they beat the
Like
Broncos by
Broncos by
3. Was it
one
1? Oh yeah,
point
it was
seven
1. Yep.
17-16.
Yep. You're right.
So yeah, I got Buffalo by 6.
Here's an interesting game. This is a weird. This one is hard. It's in division. It's the
He
Ravens at the Bengals.
bounce back game for Joe Burrow, even though I got Ravens winning the division.
They get one here.
Yeah, Bengals by 3.
I don't know if I can put
Jake
a score on this one, but
Jake Elliott just made a 61-yard field goal. Just to let you
I
know.
just seen it. I seen it. You getting all the fantasy points out of Jake Elliott today,
Now
boy.
he missed that
He
first
missed
one,
the
so
one. That's right.
55. You can make a 61, but you missed a 55, sucker.
Tough. But I think Baltimore had, like you said, Baltimore had a couple injuries. There was 2 O line injuries also.
Two
Dobbins and 2 O line
Dobbins
injuries.
and a couple defenders. It's like 7
Yeah,
people. Mark Andrews is not playing. He hurt.
yeah,
It's Bengals. Shit, I
yeah.
wouldn't be surprised
I'm
if
going
Bengals win by
Bengals.
10 on that one
I'm
because of
definitely
so
going
many
Bengals
injuries.
because that's too many injuries. Oh shit, too many injuries. Bengals at home. They got blasted last week. They'll want to bounce back and show that they're still a competent team. But
Okay.
next game we got here is Seahawks at the Lions. This is a weird. This is
Yeah,
one of them
that's
weird
definitely
games
weird.
because the Lions are the Lions look
Just won a
bad.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, they look bad in a win, and then the Seahawks just look bad. Period. So it's like I don't know. Is it just because it's very possible that the Rams are just good again?
That's also a division game too.
You're right. The division games really is different. They because you play these guys all the time, and the NFC West is like paper rock scissors.
Yeah. Like who want to
What is
win
it?
today?
Shanahan always beats McVay. McVay always beats Pete Carroll. Pete
And
Carroll always beats Shanahan.
whoever the Cardinals coach is at the
Yeah,
time.
they just suck.
Oh, Mister not motivating nobody coach. Like he's horrible. But they did beat the Commanders.
True.
So whatever.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
I'm
go
a
Lions by a
I think I'm gonna
touchdown.
go Lions too.
That's
I got the
it's
Vikings winning that division, but I might have to go make another parlay because they're not like
you gotta have to hedge your bet a little bit. All right. Next we
I'm going
got
Lions on that one now.
yeah. Next, we got Chargers at Titans. This one should be easy. If the
Chargers.
Chargers lose this game, there's something wrong. The line, I don't know what the line is, but it should be at least it should be
6.
7-8 basically because the Titans look terrible. If you don't,
Yeah.
they should
Tannehill don't look
kill
like he know how
them,
to play quarterback anymore.
bro. I really thought Tannehill was gonna come back and steady the team. Boy, was I fucking
And
wrong.
and Derrick Henry, I ain't heard much about him this year. So is he still running the ball?
I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah, Titans. No, not there.
yeah, I'm going Chargers by like 10. They should
Yeah.
blow them out. That should be easy 2-score game. But next we got the next weirdest game here. Week 2 has so many awkward games. The next game is Bears at Bucks. I don't know what to think of either of these
I'm
teams. To
going
be honest with
Bucks.
you. You going Bucks?
I'm going Bucks.
After all that talking I did for Justin Fields to show maybe he could there's still something there. Maybe I don't know. I want Justin Fields to be good. So I'm gonna go Chicago by 1. Fuck it.
Now I'm saying I'm gonna go Bucks
Pick
by
'em.
1. I'm definitely gonna go Bucks
Exactly.
by 1.
This is such a weird game. Now, the next game we have is near and dear to our hearts. All right. It's the Chiefs at the Jags. And I know the line for this game right now, just a couple hours,
Price.
2 hours
It's three
ago,
and a half.
it was 3.5.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take
And
the
I'm
Chiefs by
going Chiefs
4.
by 6.
I'm going to Chiefs
They
by
play
4,
my
baby.
boys
Come
like
on now.
that.
You thought we was going to pick
We
anybody
picking the
else.
over.
Look here and look on that man's shirt.
Look at the
and
going to
stop playing.
over.
Yeah, stop playing. It's the over. Next game we have another weird. All these games are bad, really, except for 2. Next game is Colts at Texans.
Battle of the rookie quarterbacks, huh?
Yeah, and it's crazy because CJ Stroud looked fine. He threw the ball like 45 times.
Yeah, 28 for 45 or 28 for 44.
And then Anthony Richardson looked good too. He got knocked out, but
Yeah,
I'm
he better stop before he be like Cam.
this is another one of those. I'm just go Colts by 3 by field goal. They barely get it
Yeah,
in.
I gotta. Since I'm from Houston, I gotta go with my boys, man. Let me see what Stroud can do.
This is another
I'm
one
gonna
of
go.
those.
I'm gonna go Houston by 1.
Bro, did you know you can get tickets to this game for $17?
Where
If
is
you
it
wanna,
at again?
it's in Houston.
Shit, I might have to fly down there for the weekend.
That's a quick flight too. I was gonna say you could drive down there low key. It ain't a long drive.
Oh, I mean, 13 hours. I don't know if I feel like
Okay,
doing that
yeah,
right now. I
you're
got
right.
one hand.
I'm thinking of Dallas. Dallas is like 8. So
Dallas 8. Yeah.
yeah. Next game. This is hey, come on now. 49ers at Rams. I personally I don't believe that the Rams are just good now. I think it's more probably the Seahawks are bad.
Yeah, I'm going 49ers.
And this is one of those Shanahan owns McVay. McVay owns whatever weird paper decisions going on. I got San Francisco by a touchdown.
Yeah, I got San Fran by 6.
Next game we got is all these games are this whole week is going to be so awful to try to watch.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna go half right, half wrong on this week.
Yeah. It's Giants at Cardinals.
If the Giants don't win, I'm just hanging it up on their whole season, to be perfectly honest. But the way the Cardinals defense played last week against the Commanders.
But it's the Commanders, though.
Also. Yeah, I know, but it's the Giants too.
That's the problem here. I feel like that's every game we've been doing right now. Yeah, another Dookie game. There's a lot of Dookie games this week. This shit is weird. They just did. I guess they're just like, yeah, week 2.
Except the Chiefs Jags. Chiefs Jags should be.
Chiefs Jags is good. Yeah. Right.
We thought Dallas Jets was gonna be good until
should have been. Yeah.
So I mean, it was some decent games.
Ravens Bengals should be good still.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess
after the week 1 performances, now we just like, but it's still early in the season. Teams don't usually catch their stride until
couple weeks in,
5-6 weeks or something like that.
October, mid-October, end of October, it should start rolling. But so we got Giants, Cardinals. Giants better win this game. Y'all better win. I'm
Yeah. It's a must win for the Giants.
Giants by
Or
field
Dan
goal.
or Daniel Jones is really like somebody need to call the
It's
feds on him
over. It's over with.
because he's a robber. Like
Yes.
like
He's like Chiefsaholic. So next game we got Jets at Cowboys. A game that should have been great, but now is gonna be Dallas. Dallas
Dallas
by a
by
touchdown.
12.
I got 7.
No,
12?
I got 12.
No faith.
I think Dallas has 2 picks and a fumble recovery.
Oh, you just think they just keep rolling how they did last week, basically.
I Yes, on quarterbacks like Zach Wilson and Daniel Jones.
That's fair. I just think Dak is not it. And I think Dak's going to struggle with that
Right, but
defense.
hence why I didn't say Dak is gonna go off. I said that defense is gonna
That's
go
true.
off.
But I think it's hand in hand. I think that it's a close game, but Dallas wins by some type of late touchdown. And we wonder, like, what's wrong with Dak? Dak don't look great.
Well, if that's the case, then 49ers is winning the NFC. If if
I
Dallas
mean, I can
can't do
see
it,
that.
if the Eagles playing like this and Dak can't play and the defense has to get the 49ers to win the
It's Brock
NFC.
Purdy time. It's
Okay.
Brock Purdy time.
Brock Purdy to the Jets.
All right. Next game we got is Commanders at Broncos.
Oh my God. Do I gotta watch that?
I mean, you don't have to.
That might be a blackout game.
You don't have to. I'm gonna try to not watch this game while it's going on. I'll watch the highlights, but oh yeah. This one of those. This the dookiest of the dookie games.
I guess I'm gonna go Broncos just because I feel like they better.
Yeah. I'm
But
gonna say
who's the Commanders quarterback?
Sam Howell.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh,
That's why I said I'm going Commanders.
I might go.
This one of those
No,
they
I'm
win
gonna
by
keep Broncos.
1.
I'm gonna keep Broncos by 3.
I'm gonna say Commanders by 1. I'm just to because it'll be funnier. To be honest, I don't believe either of these teams should even they should both just get a tie and not play. Yeah, just both forfeit and get a tie.
Just walk away with y'all heads up, both of y'all, just heads up high, like we did cool.
Mm-hmm. But the season and being able to talk and have a podcast is much more fun if the Broncos lose this game because then they start off 0-2. That'd be fun. So next game we got
good theory on that is Russell Wilson retires after this year. Like,
oh man, boy, talk about cook. Let Russ cook. He let him cook too long.
Much shit burnt.
Yeah, he burnt now. He burnt out. So next game we got another division game. We got Miami at New England for the Sunday night game. It should be Miami by
Miami do have
6.
they do have the New England's number though. Even if Miami sucked, they had New England's number.
That's why I say it should be Miami by 6, but for some reason I don't feel good about that.
What's the line on that?
I have no idea. Let me see.
The line's probably 6.5 though, to be honest.
Oh. Yeah, ESPN ain't got no line.
They should.
Yeah, they should, but it ain't on the website. It's on I ain't got it pulled up on my phone. Oh, it's 3. It's Miami by 3.
That's the line? They got a lot of faith in New England. I'm definitely taking that.
Yeah, Miami minus 3. It's what? The over-under is 46.5. That got to be over, right?
Yeah, Miami fuck around.
Score all 46
on it.
They score all 46 of their points.
Who is?
Yeah, I got them by 6. I said
yeah.
So
Miami,
I'm gonna stick with that.
I got Miami at least by 10.
Yeah, that should be. They should, but I don't feel good about it because it's Belichick.
Do you
never know?
You know, Juju is not even like the 5th ranked receiver on a roster now.
I know he barely made the field, and they had that article that came out that said his knee is like just falling apart. It's just like a fucking rib, like he got burnt ends for knee.
And then before we go to the next game, shout out to McCole Harmon leaving the Chiefs and not getting on the field with the Jets. Like,
Boy, he didn't get no. Did he get one?
I
Was he
don't
out
think
there
I
for
seen
one
a
snap?
I don't think so.
That's
And I meant
tough.
to take there's like that's it. I was watching the whole game. Like, when is McCole getting a jet sweep at least? Not
Well,
one.
learn to
They
run
paid him.
routes.
They paid him millions of dollars to sit on the side of the. It's out of
Uh,
control.
did
You
it?
got Rand. You got Randall Cobb and Alan Lazar out there.
Did Gibson get a snap outside of the punt return? Because he was on Hard Knocks crazy. So I would McCole. Hey, learn to run routes, bro. Hey, McCole,
Yeah.
learn to run routes. You would have still been in
Or all these
KC.
receivers who got paid because of Pat, and
Quit
now y'all out here like,
leaving. Take
yeah,
the
stop just
discount.
and then stay with the Chiefs.
Yeah, because
Serves you right, buddy.
Kirk Cousins fumbled again.
Oh, the game back on?
Yeah, he fumbled again on the
Oh my
10
God.
on his own. Oh,
Is he shaving?
I don't know what
This
is
is
going
that
on.
gives me longest yard vibes.
Hey, all I know is I got him. I got the Eagles by 6.5. So keep fumbling the ball,
Bro, you know how
Kirk.
many fumbles he got this year alone?
But this
Like,
is. I think
through
that's.
the first 2 weeks?
Did he?
It's like
He fumbled
six.
earlier, right? Because
This
he
is like
had
his sixth.
two.
And he fell. Like, he tripped earlier in the backfield.
Oh my god! All right, let's get this over with so we can finish. So I can watch this game and laugh at Kirk Cousins. Okay, Monday we got two Monday night games,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Back to backs.
and I understand why. And this it makes a whole lot of sense because the first Monday night game is Saints Panthers. This is definitely in the running for the worst game of the week, right up there with
At
Commanders
least on
Broncos.
Monday. At least on a
A
Monday. Like, how did
Monday.
they even think that? Like,
They just threw it. And the crazy thing is, this Saints game, this is the ESPN game. The other
I'm
game,
going Saints, but it's just like
yeah, I'm going Saints too. This is Saints by one. I don't know who's gonna do what. Like,
I'm at the point where I might not watch football until like week 6 with everything that's going on right now. Like,
there's a
what's
lot of
going on?
yeah,
Like, even this Monday night, like Kirk, all these turnovers and things like that. It's just like, what's
yeah.
going on? Like, what are y'all getting paid millions for?
Well, I mean,
I can do that.
a lot of people have been saying it's because they don't play preseason at all. Most of the starters don't play preseason, so now guys are coming in and playing these first 2-3 weeks. That's the real preseason now because they got an extra game. So people are just like, oh, we'll just roll out there game one and just be ready to go. And you can't do that. I only played football till I was like a sophomore in high school, and I fucking know you can't just roll out the goddamn bed out of practice and then go play a real game and expect to be ready to really compete. Like, no, you got to play. You have to hit and tackle and be touched. Oh, I thought you froze up.
No, I'm just appalled about.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just
I
I'm just
start using
appalled
old
about.
white people words.
It's like
I'm
well,
bamboozled.
I'm mind bottled.
Yeah, mind boggled. It's crazy. But yeah, Saints. This one pick them Saints by one. They both suck.
Yeah, I'm
Anything
going
can happen.
Saints. Like, yeah,
Now
Hayden Hurst for another touchdown at least.
this is
Hey,
how
any touchdown parlay, anybody listening, Hayden Hurst.
this is how crazy. This is why week two. I think they just week two. They was like, it don't really matter. We don't. The schedule doesn't matter because the ESPN game is Saints Panthers, and the other Monday night game is on ABC, and it's Browns Steelers. That's one of the better games of the whole week. So I don't understand how you put one on ESPN and you put one on ABC. But either way,
Because the rights and money and all
I
the
mean
other good
it's
stuff.
both Disney, but still it's like you should have put Cleveland Pittsburgh on ESPN. That's the way better game. But regardless, I got Cleveland. This is
I
a
think
tough
I'm gonna go
line.
Steelers. I'm gonna go Steelers by 3.
I'm just gonna go Cleveland. I'm gonna go Cleveland by a touchdown because that
I think
defensive line is
Yeah, they D line crazy. I ain't even gonna hold you on that.
That
Yeah,
boy
they D.
Miles Garrett was doing
And then
crossover moves.
and then they got another. Who else they got on their D line? They got a couple other people.
Zadarius Smith is the other end
Yep, there we
now.
go. Desarius Smith. But I don't know. T.J. Watt
TJ
gonna
Watt
make
is still TJ Watt, yeah. But they defense, the Pittsburgh defense didn't look that
Deshaun
good.
Watson about to be skipping shit like a shortstop again.
But that's, I guess, what we really gonna see is how good are the 49ers really? Because Cleveland has a similar defensive line and defensive makeup because they still got Ward on out on the edge.
Yeah, Ward is nice.
The D line is crazy. They have a similar setup.
At this
So
point, is like what quarterback you trust the most
yeah,
and play calling
but
because you
no,
got Kenny Pickett and Watson.
but I think what we're really gonna see is if the 49ers might be on a whole different level than the entire rest of the league. If
What
the
talking about defensive odds?
just period the whole team, because if Cleveland comes in here and struggles with Pittsburgh all of a sudden, even if it's a divisional game, we might have to really start looking, and especially if the 49ers have blown out the Rams at that point, we might have to really look at it like, hold on, they might be the ones. They might be number one of number one.
And it's right because it's crazy. Last time the 49ers had number one defense, who beat them in the Super Bowl? Oh, I don't know. Just the Chiefs.
And I'm pretty sure we started that season like 3-4 that year too. That was that year.
Last time everybody thought the 49ers was the top defense, Chiefs just walks on in there. But don't shoot the messenger.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Well, finger crossed for you. I will do one.
But I can't do the. But I could do it like this.
We
half cross.
But yeah, so Cleveland, I got Cleveland. You got Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I got Pitt.
Okay, so those are the peaks. Those are the picks for the week. Man, this was fun. This was really fun to do. We got to do this. Definitely got to keep doing this. This was crazy.
Oh yeah, this is football talk. Watching the game, doing it. Vikings and Eagles stinking it up. Eagles only got 20 because the Vikings suck.
Yeah,
like
they only got 20 points because Kirk Cousins has turned back into a pumpkin. Oh man, it's back. Football is back. It feels amazing. That's the episode. I don't have an outro, guys. I'll see you on Monday morning when the next episode comes out. Goodbye.
Yes, sir.